And we are live. I am here with mine and Crystal's illegitimate daughter, Honey Bison. So how? But I don't even know if you're old enough to be my illegitimate daughter, and I don't even know how I would have like Crystal would have an illegitimate daughter. But you remind me very much of if we would have had a child, what it would be like if we would have had another biological child. If
It
we
cracks
our
me up.
my child's actually in the chat right now. So,
Oh, hello,
but
brother.
but you said funny, but a lot of your mannerisms stuff like that remind me very much of her, but also of me because I do watch your
Mhm.
content.
Thank you.
So I'm pretty sure everybody in my chat knows who you are, but tell everybody who you are, how you got started, like why you do what you do, that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Honey Bison. People often ask why I chose that name. My first name means honey in Greek, so I chose that. And then this might be a little cringy, but that's okay because I am a little bit cringy. Bison, the animals, they're known for when they're faced with a storm, like an actual weather storm, they go through it, like they retreat straight through it. And that's how I am. If I have a
Yeah,
struggle or an issue, I'm just going to power through it. So
nice.
that's why I
That's
chose
that's
the name.
very that's really good advice for just about everything. So you were big too, then, right? Like you had some extra
Yes.
weight on you, right?
Yeah, so I'm cracking up at the title. Two former fats react to Alexandra Rodriguez. Yes, I'm an ex. I am an ex fat. I wasn't fat my whole life. I was always very fit and active. I was in the Marine Corps, got out. 2017, 2018 era, I went through a really bad bout of depression, rapidly gained 50 pounds in a year, less than a year. I was hinge and hinge eating and hinge drinking. I thought I was pregnant actually because I was like, oh, there's no way I'm gaining all this fat. No, I was just eating and drinking a lot. That's what it was.
Mm,
So that was like 2018, 2019, 2020 came. I was still obese and the COVID stuff happened. And like studies were coming out showing that it affects the elderly and then fat people. And I was a fat person. I said, well, I don't want to die from this. So
yeah.
I made a change. It was actually May 22nd, 2020. That was the day I tried on my swimsuit that I had bought. My fat girl swimsuit is what I call it. Actually, I have it
Mhm.
here. And it didn't fit me anymore. So I said, you
Mm,
know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of feeling like this. I was super depressed, felt like crap, looked like crap. I decided to drive to Santa Cruz because I'm in the Bay Area. Went on my first hike in years and I was like, wow, that sucked. Then I started eating in a deficit. The gyms were closed. Went on walks, lost the weight.
mhm.
2021 came. I got down to like a healthy body weight, but I was like kind of skinny fat at that point. I didn't have much muscle mass, so I started
Mhm.
lifting,
Nice.
and that's it. I've been lifting consistently for over 4 years now. The last 3-ish months, I've gotten into trail running. I have a 12-hour endurance run coming up next month, and then
Jeez.
a 50K in August, and I've done 3 trail half marathons already. So I'm a little
Um,
neurotic.
that's a little crazy. That's the type of stuff I don't do. Like I used to wear a T-shirt that, on the back of it that said, if I don't think about my insurance, the bar is not heavy enough. But I don't like I so I'll do crazy shit like that. But running is not my thing. It's like
Yeah. Well, I
no, no,
decided to.
what?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the reason why I decided to get into running is because, and this is something I preach all the time, is doing hard things, doing things
Hmm.
you don't want to do. I hated running, didn't want to do it, so I now I have to do it.
So where do you think society has fallen short on that? Like when I was growing up, because I still don't even know how old you are, but I'm going to be 54 soon. I'm
I'm 30.
sure you're so you are young enough to be our child. Okay,
Yes.
so but like when did society lose that? Like we used to pride ourselves on doing hard shit.
You
When
know,
did society lose that? And it's like, are other people in your generation like that too? Like they don't have it. Like what's going
I
on with it?
I think we
Because
lost it around my generation. I think because I'm a millennial. Yeah, I was born in '94. I do think some of our generation still has that drive,
Mhm.
but I think it's more prevalent in people older than me.
Yeah.
And maybe social media has something to do with it. Different parenting styles. I don't. I'm not sure.
Just wondering your thoughts on it. Now, today, you and I are getting together. We are going to discuss Alexandra Rodriguez. What got you talking about these folks?
So I've been involved in. I've known about Girl World for like 6 or 7 years. It's my guilty
Hmm.
pleasure. I don't watch TV. I don't do the reality stuff. Girl World is my reality TV. So I've, watched YouTube videos about it. I would talk about it with my boyfriend. He hates it, by the way. He's like, I don't want to know about these fat girls. Like, I don't care. Like, I know, but it's so entertaining.
Yes,
He knows all their lore now. But I think when I started my channel, I started off with like fat acceptance TikTok reactions because I cannot stand fat acceptance. I cannot stand the health at every size community. I cannot stand what body positivity is now. Body positivity, what it was made for back then, absolutely love it. But the fat acceptance community, I feel like they hijacked it and made it their own, and it's a joke now. I think it's important to say things out loud that other people are afraid to say. Which is why I feel like my channel has been doing quite well. I get DMs all like I was responding to DMs on the treadmill at the gym, and I was literally crying because people were just reaching out with their stories and saying, ever since watching your channel, which has only been around for a few months, like I've lost X amount of weight. Like I'm choosing whole foods now. I'm going on walks. I'm going to the gym, and it's like, this is the stuff that actually matters. People losing weight in a healthy, sustainable way. And the fat acceptance movement, they're killing people. Like let's just call a spade a spade. They're trying to kill people, and they're trying to bring them down to their level.
It's a death cult. I mean, I've called that for years.
Yeah.
It's an interesting like thing because obviously people like accuse me of being like the mean, nasty motherfucker all the time. Like, I get so much positivity on my channel, like so much positivity in my comment section, my DMs, everything like that. Of course, I get the "I hate you, I'm going to kill you" fairly often, also too. But
it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I have never been afraid of anybody that's threatened to kill me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because,
people just do it. They're not going to talk about doing it usually.
Right. Not to mention that, but like you live in California, right?
I do.
Yeah. See, I live in a different country because like if somebody comes after me, it's like the choice is like hog pen or gator.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like how are we getting rid of the body?
Yeah.
But I started getting involved in this because like I was roasting fitness people, and then like the fat acceptance community when I first started talking about it was 2017, 2018. It was like right when Tess Holliday was put on the cover of Cosmo, right? And I even said, I was like, hey, just so everybody knows, the normalization of this is very dangerous. And that was back when like they directly asked Tess in an interview, like, well, what about your health? And she's like, my health is none of your business. And then a year later, it was,
is though.
I'm 300 pounds. I'm 300 pounds and healthy. Yes, it is. It's very nice to hear a younger person understand that, right? Like it's like people turn it off. Like it's none of your business. Like you're fat as fuck. It's everybody's business.
This might be controversial. I don't know, but the time that it stops being taken out of my paycheck and my taxes is when it's no longer my business. I pay directly. Everyone in America pays directly towards that.
I would argue that it's even more because the overconsumption of food drives food prices up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you think about it, the overconsumption of food drives food prices up. Obviously, pharma is through the roof, but that's because we have an allopathic medicine. Like we're pharmaceutical and surgery first. But it's also like the price of gasoline, fare, like everything. Like the overconsumption causes prices of gas to go up because there's more transportation of the shit that they got to eat, right? And it's like this weird thing to me that people aren't necessarily seeing that stuff. Like it affects everybody. And I also find what I found to be kind of refreshing is because you're one of the very few people besides me that I think like, okay, I'm going to say something that's fucking going to be very painful for a lot of you to hear, but I'm saying it the fuck anyway. You know what I mean?
That's the thing also, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go.
If someone is telling you something, if someone, let's say, calls you dumb, but genuinely you're not dumb, that's not going to hurt your feelings. That's not going to affect you. If someone calls you ugly and you're not ugly, that's not going to affect you. But if someone is saying these things and it hurts you, if it hurts some part of you on the inside, that means there's some truth to it, and you need to look into yourself and figure out what that is and see if you can fix it.
Well, I'm sure you've gotten it before. I'm sure that the first thing they go to is your looks. Like from the facts, like when they're pissed at you, the first thing they go to is your looks. Even though you're an objectively attractive woman, they'll say something about it.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I'm like, sure, beauty is subjective. That's fine, but can you say something else?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that like they immediately go after it. I can't tell you how many times it's like it's always tattoos, bald, like something like that. Like, first of all, I put the tattoos on myself. I'm very well aware they're there. Like, I chose them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't like them. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like the bald thing, like I sell bald acceptance T-shirts. Like I love being bald. Like my wife loves my bald head so much that if I all of a sudden regrew all my hair, I'd still shave it. Like,
Yeah.
she, you know.
Yeah, it's just a preference. Who cares? Like that. Like, okay.
Now, let's get to this woman. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
This is Alexandra Rodriguez. Now, can you reach up and I want you to check your mouse. Can you press the play button on that, or is it just me?
Oh, it's just you. Also, I think you should show what the thumbnail is. The thumbnail is what caught my eye. If you're able to.
Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
So you can't press play on it?
No, I can't press play.
All right, so it's just going to be me. We're playing this at 1.5 speed because she is super fucking annoying. This is Alexandra Rodriguez talking about her Disney World vlog. I'm undoubtedly going to get very annoyed at this, so I'm just prefacing everybody here real quick. If you want me to stop it, just say stop. Okay?
Okay, I'll raise my hand.
Oh my God.
Raise your hand.
Yeah.
So good.
Look at that picture, this one. The one on the left. That's all.
Is that when she was
400
her
pounds right there.
heaviest? Yeah.
I think so.
I don't understand why she doesn't change this.
I don't either, but another thing I also don't understand is like, how can you look at yourself in the mirror and be that fat and then be like, oh, what I need is makeup?
So I made a reel on my Instagram saying how this is proof how treating yourself badly ages you. And it was the very first picture was me at 23 and I was, obese, and I had no shade to anyone who likes makeup. I wear it occasionally. I have eyelashes and my eyebrows on. I'll do a full face here and there. But back then it was a full beat face every single day because I hated myself and I wanted to look better. And then in the reel, the after photo or video was me now at 30 with just my eyelashes and eyebrows. So that's good call.
That's awesome. And I not only that, but I also love I love that people don't that is a message we need to get out. Like women should wear less makeup. Society should ask them to, like literally, because it's just unhealthy for you in general too. Mm-hmm. Not that she cares about health, because that's fuck. Here we go.
We're going to go to Epcot. We weren't sure where we were going to go this evening, but Epcot seems like a good call because we can just walk around for a bit, grab a bite for dinner, and...
Yeah, Epcot's a good call because it's all about food. Have you ever been?
I don't know. What is Epcot?
So Epcot in Florida, Epcot World, there's no rides. It's all displays, right? It's restaurants and displays. It's food and displays. That's all it is.
Oh, so nothing for the kids.
No, it's not like, no, it's really not. Like, it is nothing, by the way, to go to Epcot Center in Disney World in Florida and people be drunk and passed out on the benches because they serve alcohol there too. So, I mean, I would not even call Epcot Center necessarily child friendly.
Yeah.
And come back and have an early night because we're all pretty tired, but we want to make the most of our park hopper tickets. So Anderson's rested. We're going to go grab a bite. So let's go check out Epcot.
I'm going to slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit laggy.
Yeah.
I've just turned on the vlog. Yeah. Yara's obsessed with Bailey. Gotta have a yerba. A peach revival. That's that afternoon crash fix. Yes.
She's...
Why don't...
Sorry.
You go ahead. No,
I'm like pretending that I'm reacting by myself. This is like what I would say in my own video. I'm sorry.
Please do. Please do.
And an afternoon crash is because she's either not eating a proper breakfast or drinking a bunch of caffeine. But more likely, she's just eating a sugar breakfast. She probably had a muffin before she left and didn't show us.
Right. I mean, sugar breakfast, sugary and caffeine drink. Probably followed up by a sugary lunch. We'll see what she's going to have. I think people misconstrue that. You don't get crashes, especially like I don't know how you eat. I'd imagine you have a decent amount of carbohydrates in your life because of ultra running, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't eat many carbs, right? I don't have energy fluctuations. I pretty much stay in ketosis and I just can go. Like my workouts are like 45 minutes, no rest time, one exercise to the other exercise, all volume, every minute on the minute. And that's because of what I do. Like people crash because they either spike their insulin levels and cause it to be like they have no blood sugar left. They blood crash.
Yep.
They blood sugar crash after the insulin spike, or they just are. I mean, she's got to be exhausted at all times. Like she's still close. She's still an NFL lineman of a woman. You know.
Yeah. Plus.
Plus, no shit.
All right, we're sharing the yerba. I can't drink all of it because you know what? Then I'll be up till 1 a.m. But we made it! Yay! Oh, it's just so, it doesn't even feel real that we're here. Okay, I really can't get over how much I like love and desire this fan. Oh, we haven't gone through the ticket thing yet. Every time we go through security, I just think we're like done.
So we haven't made it just yet.
We haven't made it.
Is she wearing a fucking fan?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, is that a fan clip to her?
That's like the fucking most pathetic shit I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't even that hot in Florida.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, okay, how hot is it truly?
It was like 85 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
But,
That's pretty fat. That's pretty fat.
That's pretty fat. And look at the number of chins that she hides with her filters.
That's the most shocking thing for me is when she uses all of these filters, which this is not like a conspiracy. This is proven through screenshots.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We know what you look like.
Yeah.
We can see you.
What? How much prep? Because I don't filter. I will for like thumbnails or whatever like that. It gets run through AI, so it automatically enhances the picture and like that. But I really don't touch my photos up at all, and I don't take that many photos myself either. I'm not that kind of fitness guy. You know what I mean? But like the whole filter thing, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it.
I'm in the process of making a video about CapCut filters because CapCut is notorious for the body filters. I will say there is like a smoothing effect on my videos, and I do like before and afters within certain videos because people will comment, "Oh, your skin is so nice," and I say thank you, but please know I do oftentimes use like a slight smoothing filter. Right now I'm not, so this is just like my webcam has it, but I didn't turn it on just to be more authentic, I guess. Right. But CapCut, you can change like different parts of your body in a video. You can change the shape of your nose like independently from your eyes, from your eyebrows, from your mouth, and it's very easy to use. It's a single click. It is very damaging for people.
Yeah, that's societally unhealthy. Like
it's really sad.
Like this woman, like as an example, she doesn't live in a reality. Like this smugness, like when she's like, "And I lost 2 pounds." Like, you're 292 pounds. You've been doing this for like 3 weeks.
Her poops are probably 2 pounds.
Right. I mean, like, calm down, woman. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you same with you. I hope she loses all the weight. I honestly do.
I hope she proves us wrong. I hope she proves us wrong. But I think what's going to happen if she does, I hope she does. I really do. I wish all of the girls the best with their weight loss journey. But what's going to happen is
not Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty can just fuck it.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to touch her like even on my channel. She's just as Amber would say, despictful.
Yeah. I've done 1 or 2 videos on her, and I won't do it again. She actually joined in the chat at one point in time on when I was going live.
She's a fugitive right now. She's on the run from Kuwait police.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I did not know that. That's fucking.
She took a cat, which wasn't the issue, but she was pandering for donations online, and in Kuwait that is illegal. So the Kuwait Paws animal shelter are going after her. It's crazy.
That was not on my bingo card. I don't even
look. You gotta look it up if you need some entertainment.
That's wild. I'll have to look that up. That's fucking crazy. But she's one like I don't even wish good stuff for her.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, she's not. Oh, but what I was saying, if she does prove us wrong, I hope she does. The issue is the way that she's doing things is not sustainable. She's not changing her lifestyle. She's not moving away from like the fat person mentality, which is, oh, I'm going to make swaps for foods. I'm going to find like low calorie options, which like I always say, if you're in the beginning of your journey, in my opinion, I think that's fine. That's what I did. I just ate less of the junk food, but then it came to a point where I want to eat more food. And the way you can eat more food with less calories is by eating whole foods, period.
Right.
And when you start eating more whole foods, you realize like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better mentally. I don't have brain fog. I have energy throughout the day. These are the changes you need to make if you want to stay or if you want to have sustainable fat loss.
Right, exactly. I also challenge people to, like, you want to be able to be, with whole foods, you can be satiated and satisfied on the minimal amount of volume of food. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part about it. A lot of people like shoot for volume, like they do the huge salad, everything like that. And my biggest concern about that is like, eventually it won't be salad. And if you maintain the capacity to eat a large amount of food, you're going to be able to eat a large amount of food, right? Like, I think that's what she did. Like, people like her, this woman's eating all day long, like all motherfucking day long. Like, she eats in a way like an endurance runner, like you would probably need to eat, like multiple times during the day, fuel activity, that sort of thing. And I just, the wildness about this is that she's like what would have been considered circus size big 100 years ago.
I mentioned that in one of my videos. Actually, I said the fat acceptance ladies are now bigger than what the funny fat ladies back then were.
Yeah. And they think they're hot and sexy. Like, and here's the thing. And I mean, even if I offend you, I'm sorry, but like,
it's okay.
It's not.
I'm not easily offended.
Yeah. It's not attractive, right? Like, because everybody understand? Like, you've eaten yourself. Like, we're biologically hardwired to view athletic, in shape, healthy bodies as attractive because we're mate seeking. You know, like this is an evolutionary imperative. Right?
I talk about that all the time, and people really don't like that fact. And another thing is when we say that humans on a biological level prefer smaller bodies, we are not inherently saying like thin, skinny bodies, because there's also there's a spectrum of thin and skinny where most men, if we're talking about heterosexual relationships, they're not attracted to super skinny women. No. They're usually, that's from my laundry. They're attracted to women who do have a little more fat on their bodies because that means that you're more like you're fertile. You're able to carry a baby to term. So it's a spectrum. The big girls are over here. You got your Eugenia Coonies here, and then you have this big section here is what you should want to fall into, which can be fit, lean, a little tiny bit chubby is okay, but once you get to these ends, it's like,
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why I like waist to height ratio. If your waist to height ratio is under 0.5, chances are you're healthy, and if you're no matter what you weigh, chances are you're decently healthy, unless you're seriously anomalous and carry an astronomical amount of weight in your lower extremities or something like that as a woman. But you know, my thing about it is if you look back in history, there's a big reason why like all these fat acceptance women also bitch about the fashion industry, right? As a newsflash, women do that shit to other women. The fashion industry, like men like wet T-shirt and bikini contests. Okay, like there's a difference. Like you guys like stick model figures walking down looking like hangers with weird clothing on. Yeah, and we want to like see women in bikinis.
Curves.
Like, the curves that women pull out bikinis. It's like that's the reality, right? You know, and. I find it wild. Like people are like, I'm not going to shrink myself for you. Like, okay.
That's great. But if you're in the hospital bed with, heart disease at the age of 40, will you shrink yourself for your doctor then? Like,
well, and I don't, do you have kids? No? Yes, no?
No. I'm child free.
when you have a child, that shit ends. All that shit ends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to stay healthy for yourself. That's my wife sat me down when I was at my biggest and was like, "You're showing our son bad habits and you're hurting yourself." She was like, "Do you not want to live a long life with me?" And I changed that motherfucking day.
Yeah, that's great that she did that, because a lot of people will I love them at any size. Which yes, you should love someone if they gain weight. However, you should love them enough to sit them down and say, "I don't want you to die," because that is the path that you will be on.
I agree. Let's pop ahead and see what food she's got going on. Because me and you will just talk for a couple hours.
Sorry, I know. Sorry, this is going to end up being a long video.
Yeah. To China next.
Anyone there?
Anyone there? Okay, let's go. Gods of the Vikings. All right.
By the way, whatever her husband's name is, you're a piece of shit, dude. Like
Yar, I think his name is. Yeah.
Yar.
Yaris.
Yar.
Yarman like or something.
Sounds like I'm trying to be a fucking pirate.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit, dude. Like, I mean, you really, really, really are. Like, they're down there right now to go to her dad's wedding, and everybody fucking knows it, right? He's
Yep.
a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. Did you see the house that they're renting out there? It was like it seats or it houses, I worded that weird, like 9 different people or families.
Yeah.
And she only showed them like, no, this is a family get together. We know what you're doing.
Right. Which is wild because she always talks about like, I need to be honest with my audience. Be honest about this then.
Right.
Like, if there's nothing wrong with it.
She should be standing 10 toes on this.
Yep. I agree. And that's one of the reasons why like I've started making a lot more videos about her lately because like very frankly, I mean, she's a horrible person on top of this.
Yeah.
Like you're standing up for a pedophile. I don't give a fuck if it's your father. If my father was a pedophile, I guarantee he would have been run through a wood chipper already.
Literally. Yeah.
And I'm talking literally.
Thrown from a building, actually. Yeah.
I don't. That is shit. We cannot fucking tolerate in society. Like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's
cannot.
no. Yeah.
And this woman's tolerating it, and so's her husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And they have a kid.
And they have a kid.
The PDFs don't just grow out of it. Yeah. That's not how it works.
Yeah. No, they don't get rehab either. That's why
rehab doesn't work for that. I don't think.
That's why we should just have the wood chipper.
Right.
Like, and if society is too soft and weak to press the button, you guys can pay me.
Happily, I'll do it for free. Hello.
The wood chipper goes vroom. Anyway, let's see what this woman has to say.
Stroller can't fit, so I'm staying out here with Anderson while Yar goes in and checks it out. Oh my god, it's very hot. I would simply be deceased without my neck fan right now. Oh yeah.
Did she say she'd be deceased without her neck fan?
Yeah. I wonder if she has a fan on her baby. Like, did she clip one in his stroller? I really hope so.
I would bet you not. I've never seen anybody so... Like, she tries to pretend like she's a loving mother, and she seems very detached to me.
Yeah.
Like,
they're...
extremely...
Yeah, I try not to talk about her mother-ing because I am not a mother, but there's a lot of proof on Reddit of them not having like a secure attachment style, even with his dad. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
It's sad.
Weird.
This thing is magic. So anyway, I think the next one's China. So we'll see what we can find over there. I want to peruse some stores too. I always love checking out the stores and the different
Who cares?
times. Pretzel-shaped pastry.
The other thing too, why do people vlog their life? My life would be so fucking boring to vlog, and that's what this is. Like, she's like, I guess we're gonna go over there. You make content off that? You edited in content. Like, I guess we're gonna walk over there. Like, oh my god, what the fuck, people? It's ridiculous.
Pretzel-shaped pastry. See, I'm doing it as well.
It's hard. Pretzel-shaped pastry. With assorted toppings. You can do almond or chocolate. Then we have rice cream, creamy rice pudding with strawberry sauce, left seed, soft flatbread with cinnamon sugar butter.
Oh, should we do that instead?
So were you one of these fat people that videoed yourself eating and thought it was like a flex?
Me, no. I was deeply ashamed.
So was
I would never. I took pictures, but I didn't post them anywhere. I have photos of, I would eat entire boxes of Velveeta and I would pour family-sized bags of hot Cheetos in it and mix it together. I wouldn't share that. I'm sharing it now because I know other people do similar things, and it's nice to know that, you can get out of that. But yeah, I've never recorded myself in my addiction. No.
Yeah, me either. That's actually my problem with this date with Dave Dana. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but
Is that the noodle boy? Someone asked me to react to him.
That's James Bullitt. Dave Dana is a guy that like he started losing weight back in 2022, and he's lost like 100 and some pounds. Like, but he hasn't lost anything since like 2023, but still does the same grift every day on weight loss and blah blah blah. He's still morbidly obese, and I just like that to me is like when I actually looked at his content, and I did a video on it last week, but when you look at his content, it looks like he extra fattened himself up and videoed it before he did the weight loss journey.
That is
like
bizarre.
He shows himself just with like an embarrassing angles with his gut hanging out of his shirt eating and like playing with his belly and shit like that. Like fucking
that's
stage
like greeter content too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So this is their first thing they're eating today.
Verdon's Best Cake, vanilla cake with custard almond ring topping, triple chocolate chip cookies, apple cake caramel drizzle, Mickey cinnamon rolls. I feel like, okay, the school bread sounds good because I'm starting to like coconut or the lefse. What do you want to do? Or honestly, or the Norwegian crinkle. You can pick. I'm cool with anything.
Let's do both.
We have. But yeah, they said the favorite is the school bread. I mean, it looks the most like interesting and different, so I'm pretty stoked about trying it.
I don't know how much I'm going to be able to, how much we're going to be able to do this because she drives me crazy. Like,
Why is he entertaining this? He's just like, yeah, let's do both.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, and no, don't take this the wrong way. Anybody, not you. I know you're not. But like, if your wife is fat, don't offer her the fucking sweet things. Dude, I mean, it's hard. I can guarantee you this. Crystal wasn't like, hey, you want some bread?
Right.
When I was fat, like, she wasn't like, you know what you really need? Let's go to donuts. Let's go get donuts. Like, because I didn't need them. You know?
Yeah,
like,
my partner, or my boyfriend, whatever, partner. Whenever I say partner, I think like business partners. Like, no. I feel like
whenever I think partner, I wonder if you're talking about a woman. So.
Oh no, I am bisexual, but no, I'm with a man. 3 years. But
I don't care. I was just letting you know. Like,
no worries.
Like when you say that, when I don't think business,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I think yeah. But I feel like with binging and those types of issues, they never truly go away. I think it's kind of like a sleeping. What is that metaphor? Like a sleeping tiger or something.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's always there, and there have been times in our relationship where I kind of start to slip back a little bit. And he'll notice it because we live together. He knows my habits. He knows, things that I eat and what it looks like for me to slip. And he's not like, oh yeah, eat it. No, he's like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? We got to knock this out. Like, this isn't. And it's kind of like jarring, but at the same time, it's like, that's what I need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what love is.
There'll be times where it starts creeping up on me, and Chris will be like, you're snacking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I did not.
Yep.
I did not realize that, but thank you very much for telling me.
Yeah, that is one. Yeah, it's like, are you hungry or you just want a snack? I'm like, I just want a snack.
Yeah, I'm clearly not. My wife is like me. I only ask questions I know the answer to. Like, she saw me eat like a pound and a half of steak about 4 hours ago. She knows I'm not hungry. So, but I just like, where do like people? Because we can react to her all we want, but I think that like, it's more along the lines of. How do we get through to her audience? Like if I could, like, what do you think would get through to her audience? Because it's certainly not me being mean. I know that's not getting through to them, but
I think people who still support her, one, don't know her lore. Like, they only see fat girl on the internet who gets bullied in her comments. Oh, poor her, poor her. They don't know the lore. I think the other people are people who relate to her. So people who maybe look like her and have the same eating habits, who don't want to change yet. I feel like those are the second group of people. For the first group of people, I mean, I've had them come in my comment sections about her, in my comment sections in the videos about her, saying like, oh, you're so mean to her and blah, 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 blah. So what I did is I have a note in my Google Keep that I found on like either Discord or Reddit. And it's a list like this long of all the really horrible things that she's done. And I just copy and paste that, or I'll pin it in a comment so they can see, like, I'm not being mean to her. Just, she's not a random girl. And you'll see in my videos on people I don't know about, like my reactions and my commentary, my attitude are 100% different. But for the second group of people who are the ones who see themselves like her, people often ask me, oh, like my mom, my dad, my brother, my partner, they're big and I'm scared for their health. What can I do to help them? You can't do anything. People will only change when they want to. You can give them all the stats that you want. You can give them all the studies. That's why I made I'm not trying to plug myself, but my Instagram, I made that a long time ago, like 2021, because I got tired of sending studies and facts to like my fat friends, my fat family, saying, please, like, if you need help, I'm here. So I created an account where I post all that stuff there. So if that's something you're looking for, people can seek it out instead of me just like spamming them with it. So,
no, and by the way, plug yourself all you want. That's what this is for.
Oh, thank you.
Here's my thought, and this is where I get a little bit.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Other people.
Oh,
can you hear
your
me?
last sentence. Yeah, your last sentence was choppy.
Okay, so you got me now, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So here's where I talk about like stuff that I think that other people get like crazy wild and upset about. But one, if you know fat people in your life, make fun of them. It's love. It really is. Like I really believe that. Like especially guys. Like if you're a dude and you have dude friends and that dude friend is fat, make fun of his ass until he's not fat or no longer your friend. And I really mean that because first of all, if he's fat, you can help him by like poking fun at him, making fun of him, encouraging him. Of course, like, hey, fat ass, let's go to the gym. I'm sorry, but that's how guys react. That's how men that are actually going to change, in my opinion, they'll react well to that. You know?
Yeah. My thing is, oh no, continue. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. My thing is, and I try to tell people this is like, I won't like bully fat people. I don't think that is helpful for the vast majority of people. Like some people, that's fine. That's cool. I just, not really my style. But for me, I think like I always tell people, I will not coddle you. I will not hold your hand. I will not baby you. I will not queen you into diabetes. No, like I come across like aggressive or like mean. I don't think I'm aggressive or I'm mean. I just care. I know what it's like to be there. I know what it's like to be depressed. I know what it's like to be obese. I know what it's like to hate myself. I understand it. And I know what it's like to be on the other side. And for me, tough love works. I was in the Marine Corps. I grew up with, not the best circumstances, and that's what works for me. So that's kind of just how I show my love, is through tough love. Like I'll cheer you on, but I'm going to tell you, get your ass up, and I'll cheer with you, but it's going to be a little rough.
Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and we can't afford to lie to people. Like that's what political correctness is. Saying you look awesome when you're telling somebody they look awesome when they're 300 pounds is a societal level lie.
Yeah, it's not helpful.
No, it's absolutely not helpful at all. It's not helpful because like you coddle people into this thought that they're fine. And even if it wasn't an aesthetic thing, like that's because while I talk a lot about looks, I honestly don't give a fuck. I am a super happily married man. I've been with my wife for like 20 some years. I couldn't give a fuck less what you or anybody, not
right.
Like, I meant audience, but also you or anybody else would like, right? I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
This is relevant to what you just said. Yesterday, or was it today, I released a video because, the fat acceptance community, it's like, you shouldn't lose weight for aesthetic reasons. I don't agree. I think if you want to lose weight because you want to look better, great. Yes, have other goals, but if you want to look snatched, cool. So I made a video, 100 reasons why, or 100 non-aesthetic reasons why you don't want to be fat. I posted it today. So
I will look at it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But it's so the truth, like, because it's not just about aesthetics. It's literally about health and longevity.
It's longevity. Yeah.
a lot of these people like look at April Lauren's a perfect example. April Lauren's so fat you can't get pregnant, still fat.
Yeah. So in that video, I split it up in 4 sections, and the last section is women specific, and it has to do with fertility and pregnancy. And if you're too big, unfortunately, you will not be fertile. Same if you're too thin, of course.
Too thin, too fat, but also like conceiving, carrying the baby to term. If
the baby comes out fatter, the baby has a higher likelihood of being obese. Obese children, what is the stat? I believe 80% of obese adolescents turn into obese adults. Yeah. And it's like, if your child is obese, and this, I know this makes people mad, and I'm so sorry, but if your child is obese, that is your fault. Even if the trauma did not come from you, because I do know children overeat from trauma. Hello, I started binge eating as a child. Thankfully, I was extremely active as a kid, so I wasn't a fat kid. But if your child is obese, even from if the trauma is not from you, you still have to fix that. And I know it's hard, but it sucks because obese parents, they don't know how to feed themselves properly. So how are they going to feed their children properly? It's a horrible, horrible cycle that I feel very strongly about.
Oh, so do I. Like, I think I think I was one of the first people to call it abuse years ago. And I mean, I got like,
it is abuse.
And I'm not saying it like people are like, I'm going to abuse my child with this McDonald's. I'm saying that you're abusing your child and too stupid to realize it, which is another form of fucking abuse.
Right.
I mean, it really is. And like, I'm a firm believer. Like and we're not going to get into politics at all, right? But I'm a big believer to make America healthy again. I've been saying that phrase since before it was attached to a political party. Just so everybody understands. Like, I mean, I've been saying that since 2022. We even have shirts printed up that say it on it since way before it became political, right? So I've always like, ever since I was in healthcare.
You're choppy.
Damn. How about
Okay,
now?
there you go. Yep, you're good.
So I've always been like, I've always thought that way, but it's like we really, really, really need to start viewing it as if you raise a child that is obese, you have hurt them. Like, I mean, we need to view it like if Eugenia, like, I'm shocked Eugenia Cooney, if she was underage, she'd be taken from her mother right now.
I'm surprised she's not, even if she's like 30. I'm still surprised they can't just whisk her away. It's really sad.
Oh, they should do a 72-hour psychiatric hold. But that's another problem too, right? Nobody wants to view this as what it is. Like, we need to reopen mental asylums, like, horribly, because it is mentally ill to either be as skinny as Eugenia Cooney or be as fat as Tess Holliday.
Yep.
It's mentally ill on both ways. And instead, we prop these people up as if they should have a fucking opinion. Like, watching Anna O'Brien talk, like, on the medical detectives podcast, listening to her talk as if she should have an opinion on health it's baffling.
It is. It's like, it leaves me speechless. People want me to cover her, and I will. There's so much, I don't even know where to start with her. But the funniest thing about it is she has proven that she can lose weight, because she was taking a GLP-1 medication and being sponsored by them. Of course, didn't tell anyone, lost 80 or 60 whatever pounds, and then got off of it and gained it back. So no, Anna, glitter and bagels, what I call her, because that's what her Reddit snark page is called.
That's awesome.
You can lose weight. You're just stuffing yourself with too much food, sweetheart.
Yeah. And they never talk about it. It's a medical mystery and stuff like that. And I think that, my goodness, like, I think it's like our job to make sure that people realize that, that's bullshit. because
if they were medical mysteries, they would be in a lab right now and having doctors and scientists test on them, because they would be the first person in the history of humanity to not lose weight in a calorie deficit, period.
Yeah. I mean, and it's such a laughable thing. And people have pointed out, well, she's got lipedema. She's still got a lot of fat on her too.
She does. And
eating
she just lopped off a bunch of it and has gained more weight. So
I can't believe that. That's another thing too. I can't believe that they they okayed those surgeries. The arm surgeries are wild to me. Like she still had full tissue, like, connected. Like there was. It wasn't
loose skin.
And it wasn't loose skin
at
all.
I have some loose skin from when I lost my weight. Not a terrible amount, but that was not loose skin. That was fat. But they did it because she has millions of followers and TikTokers or whatever. And she just promoted them. That's all it was. It was like a giant advertisement for Dr. I don't know. Dr. Scam is what I'll call him. He should have his license revoked. That's horrible. They couldn't even put her under anesthesia because she was so big.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't be put under anesthesia because your size, maybe you shouldn't be having skin removal surgery. Like, but it just goes. It's the healthcare industry is a whole other topic that I talk avidly a lot about. But like, it's gotten to the stage where, because we've normalized it, because we've normalized obesity, people are able to say and not be openly laughed at. Like, well, I can't lose weight for some reason. Like,
right.
That should always be met at with pointing and laughter. Like, I mean, just to say it, you deserve to be made fun of. Like, I mean, like,
it's delusion.
It is. It absolutely is. So I didn't want to hold you too long. Thought about 45 minutes. I thought we would do this again sometime.
I took today off, so I'm chilling.
Not for this though, did you?
No.
So I was like,
no, I took Monday. No way. No, I took Monday and Tuesday off. My boyfriend's backpacking, so I wanted 2 days here to kind of get whatever done.
I hear you. But that's actually one of the reasons why I'm gonna let you go. I'm actually gonna go cook lunch for the wife and I.
Perfect.
Where can everybody find you?
My YouTube is Honey Bison, and then also Instagram Honey Bison. Those are the only two social medias that I use.
Do you do coaching, anything like that?
No, I don't. People ask, maybe one day. I just, not yet. I'm not there yet. I want to learn more.
I think that's smart. I really do. I think that's smart. Like I had lost my weight. We were down I was down after I lost my weight for at least a good solid year, and then we wrote an ebook, and then we started coaching. You know what I mean, like it was a while. So, all right, but thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. It was a pleasure to meet you. Definitely got to have you back on at some point in time. If I ever run across a funny video that I'm gonna just like spot react, I'll send you a message and see if you want to. And I hope all of you have a great day. Also, I will be back likely tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time for some evening rants. I'm going to talk about all this stuff that people that don't want me to talk about politics. I'm going to talk about all that shit. So I hope everybody has a great day. God damn.
The Holy Trinity Bundle isn't just about weight loss. It's about empowering you to find your healthiest, happiest self. Let's talk about what's in the bundle and how it caters specifically to our needs. First, we got Ember, which is not just any fat burner. It's also going to boost your mood, your energy levels, while also suppressing your appetite. And if you're worried about it being too strong, you can split the tablet in half to tailor its impact. Next, we have Alchemy NCT, which turns the carbs that you eat into energy and not fat. Yes, energy, not fat. This is our way of making sure that the meals that you eat contribute positively to your weight loss journey. And girls, we all know that we want that. And finally, no morbidity. This one's my favorite because it works while you sleep. It burns fat and controls those nighttime cravings without any stimulants, so you wake up feeling refreshed. Try it out and feel the genuine difference. Here's to new beginnings and real results.